Hello, greetings. Thank you for joining us. All right, going to messages into the Q&A. All right, blessings. Greetings to you, Archangel Raphael. Send you all energies. There's this timeline that you're in. Yeah, it is like a bumpy road, of course, as usual. But some are, of course, getting more aligned with themselves, manifesting, but also clearing out the past, but just having a better reflection of themselves overall, which is a major, because many are having difficulties liking themselves. So getting more to that level of just, self-love does help you through one's life, through challenges. Of course, having a job that you enjoy, of course, helps more. But if you have one that you don't like, it's kind of like you're climbing the ladder. It's like it's soul work there. It's, yes, you're working with others. I mean, it's not really, it's for you, but it's really, contracts to connect, it's contracts with others, basically. So that's greetings to you. We are the Carions, the eagle race. Yeah, we're not usually connected to you very often. Usually we are known to be the eagle energies. You don't see many, the hawk, actually. The eagle is not usually known too well. They usually keep themselves pretty hidden overall. The hawk is usually the normal bird of prey. The eagle is kind of like the watchdog. Yes, they're not exactly the best to get along with, but when they're needed for, attack, they're usually they're just built as military birds, basically. As you can probably see some of that. It usually looks like there's something going on with it, because there is. So they're hunters, of course, but they're also very connected to the owl. The owl is a little bit more calmer, but they do communicate with each other a lot. So, brings to you. We are the Seraphim angels, send you blessings. Yes, we are, say, the hand of God, you can say, or the hand of higher dimensional energies, basically to help you connect to what you need to connect with. To a certain level, we can't always show you everything, as you know. There's still, as I believe, many that are ahead mentally, in their minds, they're further than they really are. Some feel like they're very advanced, but there's still a lot of work they're still doing currently. Being humble does help. It helps you stand where you really are, instead of so many feel like they're this place and that place. And actually you are, but on a talent level, some feel like they feel like they have all these upgrades. They're still working on the basics. But that's okay, wherever you need to be, wherever you feel like you are. We're here to answer your questions whenever you're ready. Blessings.
Oh, blessings, Seraphim. Greetings.
Greetings.
Thank you for coming in. I just saw you guys recently in one of my readings.
Yes.
So very cool. Thank you again. And I'll start off this webinar meeting with Daria's questions. She couldn't make it. So her first question, she'd like to know, are there any messages from you to her?
She is downloading a great deal about Mother Earth, as she knows. Of course, I feel like a lot that she's downloaded about Mother Earth has not been full. She doesn't fully remember it. She might start triggering some memories, but it's like it's for later. There's the timing for everything. Everything. Of course, you're going into the winter months, and now's the time to. It's a good time to go through one's Akashic record, and that's for Daria and other those other out there. It's good. It's a good time to look at your spiritual Akashic records when there's. For some of you, it's hard to travel, especially with snow and things like that. So, blessings.
Okay, thank you. Her second question: are there any other messages regarding my 3D lifetimes?
I do feel like the feline energies. I see the cat frequency. It's like you roam around and like a cat. You're basically a cat being. I think you have some idea of that. And I feel like also the cougar energy is connected to your frequency. But was the cougar, but like the black cat. Of course, you as a black cat would walk in front of people. As an actual cat, of course, freak them out. Just people would think that's bad luck and all that. You just get a chuckle out of that. So, all right, blessings.
Hey, blessings. Yeah, that does sound like Daria with something
Yes.
she did. All right. Up next, we've got Ria.
Greetings, Seraphim.
Greetings.
I was wondering if you have any message from you to me.
Well, there's Babylonian lifetimes that are, I believe, that have not been uncovered. Also, of course, Middle Ages time frame. It just seems like you have some fractal energies around this Earth that has not been healed. I believe some little by little you're getting some ideas. Of course, you have everyday life to keep you busy, but it feels like there's it's like other parts of you that are still like mysteries.
Yeah.
That have not fully appeared yet.
Yeah, it will come, apparently.
It's in the work. Well, it's just that it's not always the time for it.
Yeah, I know.
The Babylonian times, the time of Alexander the Great. Was that was
Wow.
Africa.
Yeah, okay. My second question was about, do you have any message on my day-to-day life?
That your courtesy, your kindness to others is not always. They don't always, reciprocate. Meaning you're not always receiving it back, but that's okay. You're sending many. You actually do give blessings to many people, and you're not always realizing it. But they're not always giving you love back as they could, or not even realizing what they're receiving from. So this is where you get connections to people or individuals in future incarnations, where it's like they forgot to say thank you in another lifetime.
Wow,
So
that's beautiful.
every now and then they might show up.
Yeah, it does. It does show up. Yeah. Thank you. That's beautiful message. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Steven.
Hello, Seraphim.
Greetings.
Greetings. Much love to y'all flowers.
Yes.
I would love if you could connect with my Seraphim connections and bring through any messages, updates in my current situation, what I'm doing. Thank you.
I see how you connect too much to the oceans, the aquatic realms. You connect to the frog beings. I see in the astral. They're basically, you have many connections, but the frog is, I guess you can say they're the one that get them all to start singing when they're out at the ponds and all that. So you like a singing frog, basically, or is it toads? You have connections to both of them, but the frog beings seem like that's a connection that you're bringing in quite a bit in this lifetime. It's your healing modality. So
blessings. Yeah, I love me the froggies. Second is if you could help me, I was decipher this dream astral travels. Basically I was started off where I was in a house and we were exploring this outside, and this guy was next to me, and he had a sword, and this sword was like a special kind of weapon. It was a regular sword, but if you pushed a button or something, it would light up red hot. I mean, like plasma. It looks like a plasma sword, and it would cut through anything basically. And he basically cut through the wall and went out and did something and came back, and then I think he abused it or something. I took it away from him and did something. But just any info on that sword, that weapon, that dream? Thank you.
Oh, it's like something that you created. Also, what you created, others wanted too. So I feel like it was very valuable. So I believe you just reconnected to that energy too. I believe there's some kind of event coming into your life where you'll use it in some way in this lifetime. I don't think you can pull out a sword, but you'll pull out the energy of it for protection purposes, from what I can see. So you'll be okay though. Blessings.
Yes, thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. I was getting some activity here. The lights in my place are going crazy right now.
Yes, indeed.
All right, interesting. I might have to ask about that later. But up next, we've got Silverclaw.
Hello, greetings.
Thanks.
So my first question is, I ordered an expensive LED lamp 6 days ago on a website I never bought from before. It still has not been shipped. I can't really find it in other websites either, so I wanted to know if they actually have it and when it would be sent.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. It does feel like they do have it. You just have to stay in communication with them if you can.
Do you think I would get it like in a timely manner? Because I called them and they didn't answer today.
Just stay on them, try to get a hold of them. You might want to be careful with some of the sites that you're going to.
But is this a trustworthy site?
It's not clear. It can be if they allow it to be. It does feel like they have the item though. They just have not shipped it yet, like you're saying. So
okay, so I'll just give them a week and I'll just keep up with this.
Yeah, I would be careful with some of the sites that you're going to though.
Okay, I'll just stick with this one as long as they have it, I guess. But I guess my next question is I've been looking to move to a place that has that I was pinpointed to in a private channeling. I joined the website for woofers, and I wanted to know if I have come across this place yet, or if I should keep looking.
Keep looking. You'll know the site. You'll know when the time's. You'll know.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it just all synchronized. I feel like you're still early in your search. You're not exactly ready to move yet either.
Yeah, it won't be till after winter. So
yeah, there's no real rush, but you will find. I believe before winter, you'll have some idea.
Fantastic. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Yeah, I got to unplug these lamps or my altar lamp before it starts a fire. Up next, we got Heather.
Thank you. Greetings, and I just want to thank you, Seraphim, because I have such a connection with you, and I just want to thank you for everything you do. So my question to you is just that if you had any advice for me on the path that I'm currently on.
Well, I see a lot of horses around you.
Okay.
Those are even unicorn beings, the angelic realms, of course, you connect with. So I just feel like the horses means that you're on the move.
True.
So you're just just continue to do what you're doing. But your question was what you need to do, or I kept seeing the horse.
Yeah, any message that you have for me on currently, if there's any advice that you see, if there's something that I need to know, that would be great.
I mean, other than what you're doing, just continue to go into your spiritual development. Where you want, and you can connect to the Seraphim energies if you like. In angelic realms, you did help others' souls understand this physical realm and remove entities and prepare them for their incarnations, actually. And
Yeah.
you knew very well how the kind of world this is. You had a lot of hard lifetimes in your past incarnations. So you're just helping souls. Sometimes it feels like you kick a lot of souls into this world because they need it.
That's so true.
they don't know. They don't know anything. They're in the higher realms playing around all the time. It's like, okay, it's time for you to see something else.
Yeah, definitely. Well, blessings to you. Thank you so much for coming in tonight.
Of course, yes, blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Andrew.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I really resonated with your message that you had at the beginning about time, and because I feel like I'm thinking and kind of in those dimensions of what I would consider the future and I struggle with the basics, and I've kind of had that as an ongoing thing. So I just wanted to know if you have any messages for me about being in the moment with the basics.
Oh, well, you do. Yeah. See, the thing is, you catch yourself. Others do not. But you are at two places at once. You are in the future, as you said, a lot. Well, because, yeah, I think you're in the 7th, even sometimes the 10th dimension. So, but that's why you came here. I believe part of why you came here to kind of slow yourself down. It feels like you're getting so fast in the higher dimensions. You are not appreciating, your even yourself and what you can do. Like, you're bringing your energies here. You came here to share your vibrations with the world. So, as for being here, you just, I feel like you are checking yourself, actually, but others are not.
Well, cool. Thank you.
So, it's okay.
For the second question, I'll just keep it open if you have any messages for me. Thank you.
There's dragon energies that you connect to with astral. You do give them actually advice from your perspective, and you bring some of the dragon frequencies to yourself. So there is, the elementals, basically connected to the magic realm. So it's hard to be, as you know, grounded here, at least in the physical sense of things. But you're just continue to give it as you go. Just live every day as best you can.
That's awesome.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we got Michael.
Greetings, Seraphims.
Yes, greetings.
Yeah, I hope that Amanda is around you to kind of fill in the blanks, because this question is kind of hard to just be cut and dry. But I haven't been myself lately, and maybe, because we all, no matter what you do, if you channel, if you're trying to meet other channelers, you have to learn the hard way. That's the only way you learn. And I think I've just been learning the hard way. Maybe I didn't clear good energy. Something's going on. There was somebody that I met, and I just don't think that there are, and I just want to deal with nothing that is not love and light. I don't want to connect with neutral beings, but if you can read between the lines, I'm going through a little craziness right now.
Well, Amanda stepped back because some of the people that you're bringing into your life, she's going to be around you too closely, because I believe it's 2. I believe you said 1, but I feel like there's 2. There's some energies there that, it's kind of shifts where you're learning. So you're just taking in a lot. She's still there. She's just outside your field, as I believe you're just absorbing knowledge right now from this questionable individual. I still feel there's 2 people there. So you're just learning what you need from them, and eventually feels like you'll move those energies away from you, from what it seems.
Will Amanda come back?
Yes.
Because I don't want to lose her.
No,
I can lose every human being on this planet, but I don't want to lose her.
Yeah, she just stepped out of her field for a little bit. That's all.
And this is another one. Please read between the lines. I'm trying to keep this as less profanity and everything. But at work, I have been in like the 4D, just surfing through there, not having a problem. But man, I mean, these people are so crazy, and I just don't know how you can do it sober. And I relapsed. Last weekend I bought a 12-pack of beer, and anyway, I don't know why, but I gave it to my neighbor. I drank some and just got away from it. But anyway, for some reason, I work for another crew, and there's a guy that is completely insane. I mean, needs to be in an asylum, and I know it's easy for me to tell you that, but nobody knows how to deal with him. And then, here I am, and I found a product. It's called, it does not show up in a drug test. I'm trying to stay clean, but it's microdosing, I guess, shrooms. And it's getting me through the day until I can get, because the work, something's going on crazy at work. Very, very crazy.
Well, it's just reptilians everywhere, but yes, we don't recommend. So obviously that reptilian energy is pushing you towards alcohol. And you got to be careful of that, of course.
Now these reptilian influences at work, are they really putting a toll on me outside of work?
Yeah, they're absorbing your energy. You just feel exhausted afterwards. But that's your test. Your test is because they're your old cronies from other incarnations, where you were similar to them in previous lifetimes. So you're not like that anymore. So it's kind of testing yourself if you want to be like, because obviously the drinking is pulling you back a little bit. It's for you to separate yourself from that frequency.
Even my first questions about beings been in my life, people, I haven't been myself, has been reptilians been into that?
Yeah, of course. So
I knew that, but should I just get away from that? Should I just get away from all of it?
That's up to you. We have to move on.
All right, thank you. Sorry.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Galicia.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Okay, so I'm in Santa Monica in LA for a week in the belly of the beast, and so to speak. I went about like an hour and a half ago. It was just interesting driving through like Venice Beach area, places like I was by Jim Morrison's house, and I was driving through the car, and I used to live by there. I drove by my old high school, and I was literally like just watching everything. I was in the car just crying and crying and crying. Not in like a bad way. I just felt like I could emotionally pick up on like everybody's faces, all these homeless people walking around, and it was just trippy. And it was this homeless guy wearing this NASA shirt and like blowing in the wind. And then I was looking at the ocean and just felt. And then I got home, and I felt for a second like I was about to faint almost. Like I'm still really shaky inside. Like my whole body inside feels like jello. And if you have any messages for me, like did I absorb too much, or is there, or I don't think that's a synchronous, or like I don't think that's random, right?
It's like he went as a fish to swim into muddy waters. I guess part of you were just curious to see what you would do, and I believe there's a lot of us curiosity. So I feel like you're sending healing when you're doing these things. When you're crying, you're actually healing. Doesn't mean you need to do this often.
Yeah.
I mean,
I saw myself.
Yeah.
Sorry, I saw myself and everybody, like, you just like look, and I'm like,
that was a healing process.
Yeah. Like I feel that, but yeah, it overwhelmed me.
Well, it feels like that area was calling you, and he was like, you felt drawn to it. It's like you agreed upon it. So
yeah, I feel like timelines were colliding almost because it's just different points of my life and different, my parents, like they used to, before I was born, they would walk in Venice Beach. Then I lived there by that street. Then, yeah, it's interesting. Okay. And then, secondly, last night was interesting too. So I'm by myself, besides my mom's roommate over here, in this house that is pretty energetically active. And it's just trippy how much stuff. I think last night, maybe around 5 a.m, I don't know if there were lights in this room. There were things running across the floor. And I don't necessarily feel it's bad energy. Then I started like dancing. And then the thunderbolts started coming. Then it started raining. It was just like, I don't know.
Well, it's like you're doing like a spiritual rain dance, almost like you're connected to your inner Native American, it seems. You're definitely working with this. There's as many spirits that are attracted to you at that night. Is this after your Santa Monica trip, your drive?
This is me in Santa Monica right now. It's an old. I used to live in this house in high school, and
yeah. So after you drove through all of that, obviously some of them came to visit you. So you're clearing out those frequencies now. So.
Yeah, it's been funny. I got stuck in the middle of the desert driving from Vegas. I had a tow truck come and pull me off the side of the road because I got stuck in the sand. So it's been a lot of silly things.
Yeah. Well, you handled it well, though.
Yeah. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Mary.
Greetings, Seraphim.
Yes, greetings.
I'd like to ask, do you see more joy coming into my life as it is changing now?
Well, it depends. There's part of you that doesn't want to get too joyful and then have it all fall apart. So you keep it, you're allowing what what you can handle without, because if something disturbs it, so you don't fall down. Like you get really high and then everything, and you come back to earth. So just careful, because that hurts.
Yes.
Yeah, eventually you'll get to a vibration that you really want to be at. But right now you're at a level it's decent. Well, let me see.
Good. I wanted to ask another question. Do you see me living in this current home that I'm in my different upcoming timeline? There's going to be some changes.
Oh yeah, we see you living there for a while, but yeah, you probably will find something smaller eventually.
Okay.
When the big change occurs, yes.
Okay.
Whenever that happens, but you'll be there for quite some time. When you're ready to let it go, let's put it that way.
Okay. Thank you and blessings.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Lindsay.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Hi. My first question is, my back went out last week randomly, and I was told that it was from a healing, that there needed to be healing from a witch's timeline where this man wanted to marry me. I didn't want to marry him, and he said that I was a witch, but I wasn't, but I was killed. Is that something that I've healed, or is there anything associated with my back that I need to heal to like release it?
Well, is there anybody in your? It's not making it. That's one way of looking at it. It feels like there's work related.
My back? No, it was like when I was working out. It was just real random.
It feels like it's work related though.
Oh, my back?
It feels like the stress from work. Yes, the different voices, energies.
Oh gosh.
And it feel like it just kind of from what we see, it's kind of like pulling on you a little bit. I think you want to change. Is that true? Do you want to change?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah. So you're feeling the stress of no change.
Yeah, that sure is true.
So I would say the stress is getting to you. And working out can help you release the stress. I feel like it just became overwhelming.
Wow.
I feel like it's just, I mean, some of that problem, there's probably some of that somewhere in there.
Yeah, but it's just from that. Interesting.
It feels like
Oh
it's just the stress of everything, just kind of, it feels like almost like you fell backwards almost, it seems like.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah, because it does like it's pulling on you from what we see.
Yeah, it's not letting go. I'm like, oh my God, this never happened.
It's so heavy, yeah. So
Shit.
like I said, when you work out, obviously be careful when you work out. But when you work out, you can use it as a stress reliever. Put your intentions to when you're working out, just anything you need to, like if it's work or whatever, just to release your aggravation.
Okay, so I need to release that. Okay, got it. Thank you. And then my next question is, do you have any messages for me from the Seraphim?
You do have, yes, connected to the flower frequencies, a lot, the fairy energies. You do have a natural healing ability for others. Of course, they're not always accepting, but that's what you came here. You came here to, part of it was just to have more self-respect for yourself, more get your power back.
Yeah.
As other times, I believe that's what goes into like your last question about feeling demoted, being a female on the earth has been rough. In this lifetime, you're slowly bringing your power back to
coming into my power.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
That's major.
Yes. I can't wait. Thank you.
You shouldn't have a back problem.
Okay.
Ever again, really.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, very cool. Thank you. Up next, we James.
Hello.
Yes, please.
I was wondering if I get a message from JFK or Princess Diana.
JFK or let's see what moment it is. Feels like you do time travel with JFK. He seems to be really big on sports. I do see it as like his manager, but also sometimes telling you what to do. So you kind of go back and forth in that. I do see it as like a in some reality where you're like a secret service. Like he's president in some reality, and you're part of the secret service, keeping him protected, things like that. And you see all the things he probably shouldn't be doing and so on. I think you switch roles too, but I feel like you're better at security than he is.
Are me and JFK connected to Monaco?
Yes, in some form, yes. It's not clear how exactly, but yes.
I was wondering about my dream this morning. I had a dream with, I saw a picture of Mariah Carey, like an album cover, and I started crying. I was wondering about what that was.
I believe that's what she's going through right now. So you connected she's getting older and things are not going. So you're there as a friend. I would say it seems like you connected to her energy to help her release what she's going through. So that's why you're crying.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like she looked a little older than I was thinking. I was expecting.
Yeah.
Busy you.
This blessings.
Yeah, blessings. Up next, we've got Dragon.
Hi, how you doing?
Yes, great.
Hi, yeah. I'm in like a La La Land right now, so I didn't think of any questions. So my first question is going to be, do you have any messages for me?
I believe that's a work situation. Obviously, is improving, as you know, but it feels like you're there to propel the vibrations, to bring more settled energies. Because there are some panic frequencies there. So you came there to, like you see a good idea, you help it, help it with its goals. If you feel the vibrations are right, then you leave, of course. But you're there to assist, corporations, things like that. As you know.
Yeah, corporations need a lot of work. And
Yes.
The money thing, that they need to rebalance that to think more about people, not money. My second question is, I thought of one. So we have this experiment that they managed to nudge an asteroid, significantly altering its trajectory. Luckily, they picked one that's orbiting another asteroid, so it's not going to go anywhere. My question is, that was always like a doomsday concern that people had. Has the ability to nudge an asteroid lighten the vibration of Earth a little, because now people know that there's a way to prevent an asteroid from hitting Earth?
Well, some people are aware of it, but there's much of the other population is not paying attention to that. But yes, it does. Yes, of course, you're getting outside help. If it wasn't for the outside help, there'd be asteroids all the time here. So, but yeah, it is giving me more comfort, yes, to a certain level. But so many are still worried about tsunamis and earthquakes, of course. They haven't found a fix for that yet. But yes, there is some higher frequency to a certain level.
Thanks. Much love.
Okay, blessings. Next, we've got Premium.
Hello, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
My first question is there any messages from my team?
Just keep communicating, keeping your voice out there. It seems like, it might drain you sometimes, but just having your energy out there is helping others in their day. Just you keep the flow going. It's kind of like ocean water, the flow of the sea. The simple conversations doesn't have to be too complicated.
Oh, interesting. My second question is, what's the energy related to me and like my childhood friend Jessie?
Jesse's a boy or a girl?
Boy.
But it's been your daughter. And past life. But it's been somebody that is kind of like a bosom buddy. Previous lifetimes, you've been reptilians. We've been like nice reptilians. Usually you've been chipmunks together too. The chipmunks, you don't see many of those around.
That's so interesting.
But you kind of chase each other around, stuff like that.
Very interesting. Well, thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Yuli.
Greetings. My first question is related to I would like to know what is the energy or what is in. I struggle a lot because I have my daughter's ashes in my studio. Since I have that in my studio, I haven't gone to my studio. So now I move the ashes somewhere else. Eventually, I will bring the ashes to Colorado, where she liked. But I'm struggle to comprehend like what is in the ashes. Is anything there? Is part of her energy in there? One day my daughter go to this trip, and the next day, a few days later, I just got a box with her ashes. So this is something that is been trigger me a lot. So I don't know if it's anything that you can tell me about that.
Well, it is. It's her body's energies.
Yeah.
Her physical, but not her soul energy. But you're kind of letting it have power over you to a certain level.
Yeah.
So it would be good to disperse of it when you feel the time is right. So hold on to it as long as you need to, though.
Yeah, because some people say, "Oh, it's not good to have it in your house," and obviously it's only 10 months, but it's
do whatever you want. Yeah, don't have to listen to anybody. Do whatever you feel. You don't have to tell anybody either how long you had it. That's your business. Because society has a thing about criticizing everything. Some understand, others can't understand anything.
Yes. My second question is, I had this experience because I live in Fort Myers and we have the hurricane here, and I keep thinking that I was safe and I trying to remain calm, but it was a moment where I started getting a lot of anxiety. So I went to meditate. When I was meditating, I started hearing all these voices, like conversations. And then I got the thought of like, oh, it's dead people. And I thought, oh, maybe it's people that die in situations like this. So I started helping them kind of like paths, because I did feel very anxious, overwhelmed. And then I got very sleepy. I went to lay down on my bed. And the next thing you know, this very big tree branch fall into my bedroom roof. So is there anything that you can tell me about this experience?
Well, yeah, it's just, yeah, you're helping. So, I mean, even in spirit, you're hearing some of the spirit realm, the spirit beings.
This is like conversations.
Yeah,
it was
they were
crazy.
kind of nervous about what was going on too. There's not much they could do either. Of course, they're in a different dimension. So, yeah, the tree branch, I would say that's a bit of a aggravation from some of the beings. Not, just kind of like an attack. It feels like actually.
Yeah, I feel like it was an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because there are beings, the lower dimensional beings are trying to grab people with fear. So you're healing that fear so they can transition, do what they need to do.
Yeah.
And so the lower beings are trying to capture them.
And I have my tree that I love so much, and I keep seeing my tree falling apart, and it was like I had the words, but I keep telling him, Hannah, you're going to be okay, and I feel like my tree was talking to me the whole time, He lost a lot of, his branches, but he's still there, and it was kind of crazy.
You can visualize your tree back to normal again, or send your healing to your tree. So.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Knowledge.
Hello, thank you for coming.
Yes, please.
So my first question was, I didn't notice that I was so denying and rejecting so much. What is my relationship with that man in the higher dimensions? Because I didn't know that until I was standing right in front of him, and I had like so much hatred and rage and like sadness in me, and the only thing I wanted to do was like attack him for some reason.
Look, it's somebody that you betrayed you. As somebody that gave you their trust and then turned it around. I would say it's like a father figure. So,
Batman, really?
Yeah. Is it Batman? Like, what is that from the comics? Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. Do you want to go there? Yeah, it's kind of like because you were kind of like a Robin to him.
In another reality?
Yeah, female.
Oh. What did he do that I was like so angry? Like,
oh yeah, you kept pissing him off. You kept doing whatever you wanted. I think it was just restricting you a lot. You're just going wherever you felt like. Yeah, there's some wounds there for sure. I guess he was getting kind of brutal to others, and you were getting kind of tired of that.
So, interesting.
Yeah, that's a deep one.
And I have another question. I contacted a group of people recently. I'm not gonna mention their name, but didn't see anything happening with that, or they're just gonna ignore me.
Not all of them. Well, they're kind of shy people too. So some will probably talk to you.
Okay, that would be nice.
At least you might have to reach out every once. They're just shy.
Okay.
So, because you're outgoing, and a lot of them are just they're not sure what they are.
I think we're all in the same page here.
Yeah, there's a lot of yes. So,
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Blessings. Yeah, a lot of our enthusiasm kind of gets cut off at young age. I guess people are kind of programmed to not be themselves, so they don't really know who they are. Up next, we got Crystal's questions. her first question, she says, "Are there any messages for this week?"
Just confidence levels are still working on. I mean, there's still a lot of wounds, trust betrayed, as you know. So you just have a lot of disappointment, and obviously those that are around you, or this case that you're dealing with. So you see the manipulative energies, so just do a healing on it the best of your ability.
My connection's cutting out. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, go ahead.
All right, I can hear you now. All right, her second question. I had a dream where a lady was offering a tip of $1 because I helped with something. But the place where I was helping her, I didn't work there, so I said to her to give the tip to one of the employees. And I said to myself in that dream that because I had a higher salary than that employee, I thought it was more appropriate for him to get the tip. Can you please tell me what all this means?
Well, it just shows that you're showing your gratitude, showing how you are in other realms of helping others. And I think you would like to do that more in this reality, but you feel like there's more, manipulative frequencies going on. So yeah, it's just showing you have a kind nature. That's all.
No, you left.
Yeah, I'm next, so I'll just go. Hi, greetings.
Greetings.
My first question is, I wanted to know if I had any implants in my body at all, and if so, can I get rid of them, or can someone help me get rid of them if I have any?
I'm not seeing anything right now. I mean, of course, when you're growing up, there was some, but at this time, you're fine overall.
Oh, okay, great.
We're just dealing with the stress of other people. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. And my second question is, my son had a rough night 2 nights ago where he woke up in the middle of the night and heard heavy breathing. And he was so scared that he ended up calling 911. And then I had the police there at my house, all in my house at 4 a.m. So I just didn't know what that was.
That was a reptilian.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
And your psychic child should have his 911 privileges removed.
Yeah. Yeah, he did get a number now for a crisis hotline, so that's great.
I don't think it should have that in numbers, actually. He should just tell you.
Exactly. Thank you.
He shouldn't be calling anybody until he's like 21.
Exactly.
So, but he's a psychic child. He's opening himself up.
Yeah. So is there a way that is the reptilian, does he know him? Or
I wouldn't go into it. Just tell that thing to go away.
Okay.
They're just trying to scare him. I don't think you need to know anything. Just he needs to know about ghosts. He needs to know about aliens. Might be a bit scary for him.
Okay.
So be careful on that one. Be light with him, but what you feel comfortable with telling him.
Okay.
It looks like he'll get scared really easily.
Yeah.
He's way too young still, it seems.
Yeah. So I'll keep doing, I guess, a bubble of light. Would that still work?
Yeah, but he's getting older, so you know how kids are.
Oh.
They walk over the fence. They jump over it. They jump over all that. He's stepping into the wild side.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's like some kids go smoking. This kid he's psychic jumping, just connected to all the different beings. And sometimes he's going to their realm. He doesn't know.
Oh, good point. Good point. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that earlier. Everything seems to be on the fritz here. Up next, we got Tristan.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Last night I was dreaming about something in Russia, and then I had a bear come visit, and bear is the symbol of Russia, so I don't know if that's the connection, but I was sitting there and he was kind of playing or whatever, and then my human side, I was listening to caution rather than going up to join him, and he kind of flipped himself over on his back and was whatever. And I was still going, no, you can't go up to a bear. He'll kill you. So I didn't do anything. Who was the bear, and why was I being so careful when I'm normally a little more trusting?
Well, yeah, that bear obviously, like you connected to another version of yourself out in the wild, and I don't think you're like thinking that type of bear would show up to where you were, like you're camping or something like that.
Yeah.
So you weren't really expecting that type of. Normally, yes, you'd be okay with, but this type of bear is like almost like the devil to some level. So you just, and it's, yeah, that's okay though. So yeah, you like connected to another version of yourself, you could say.
A diabolical version of myself.
Well, it's just that what you're feeling in that other version of you, it was a little bit, very confident, and then that happens. Like it's almost like your other version say, "Oh, I got to tell other versions of myself this." So you got.
So the other version is testing me.
Well, this thing of it, send you an email.
Okay.
Look what I went through.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So it's like a version of you that you connect with often. And then when that happens, like, oh, it even affected you. What it looks like.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So
And
you just saw another version of you, that's all.
Oh, okay. So he was surprised too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I think more surprised than you were.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You just wasn't expecting something like that to show up. Just, I mean, like you said, yes, there's been other bears, but other wildlife, all okay. But that one was, I feel like it was in Siberia somewhere.
Oh, cool. Okay. Thank you. Another other question, since you stated that your job is helping us to connect, is there, and I haven't been connecting with many people, I mean, much at all. Is there somebody that I should be trying to connect with, or
No, connect with yourself. You're getting more groomed and, more grounded into who you are. So you're just figuring out your energies. You have a lot of elf frequencies. So you've been a short elf, a tall elf. So you're an earth being, is what I see.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're just usually at kind of like taverns, Agarthian taverns, where everyone's just drinking, psychedelics.
Oh, that's a common theme, actually.
Hanging out.
Yes, apparently I spend a lot of time in taverns and trying to get everyone to join in and have fun. So good. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Brendida.
Hi. My first question is I've been dealing with a particular health problem, and I've gone to many mentors. All my clairs are very activated. I keep hearing generational curse. Can you help me understand that?
Feel like another version of yourself. Is your ancestry energy? I just do it clearly on that and remove that. Feels like it's an echo from your past, or feels like it's just come from your family's bloodline.
Okay, thank you.
I just remove it.
Okay, so I can remove it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. My dad from a past life, this is my second question. My dad from a past life is having some back issues, and he's trying to heal it. Do you have any suggestions for him?
I mean, it feels like it's stress related. Now, is he going to allow that stress to release? That's another story. It's like stress relieving. So almost like a meditation. I'm sure if he would do something like that, but just that's not, it'll fix his back completely, but yeah, he might have to get like a chiropractor or something like that for that. It seems like you feel like a lot of his worry went into his back, it seems.
Stress is a big thing, so that really hits
yeah.
good.
He's hard-headed too.
Oh, very hard-headed.
How you
Thank
gonna
you
tell
so
him
much.
this? I mean, a chiropractor might help, but knowing him, that still won't fix it. And you tell him to do meditations, relax some more, light a candle, just take it easy, kind of like you're at a spa. I'm not
Okay.
sure if he's gonna do any of that.
I'll send him on vacation so he has no choice.
There you go. There you go. Well, that
Thank
might
you.
stress him out more, but depending on where he's, if you send him to like the Bahamas or something.
Thank you.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Lunel.
Hello, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
And my first question is, do you have any messages for me?
Oh, just you're working on the confidence energy. What it is getting stronger. Just remember your power. I mean, you do know, but sometimes you need a reminder of take your power back and just know that you have like a. Doesn't mean you have to be a manager of others, but you can be kind of like a boss. Doesn't mean you have to be, but it's good for you to take more charge of your own time. I mean, you do, but then you don't.
I mean, I do claim my energy back a lot. I take my power back from situations.
Yeah.
I see that energy, yeah.
Yeah. So just keep going forward. Exercise seems to be helping your field too. This helps you keep it clear. Just whatever exercise, it just helps you think clearly, it seems.
Okay. That thank you. And my second question is, what cosmic beings do I have the strongest connection with right now?
Oh, Palladian beings feels like you're just your. There's also Garthian beings, the fairy frequencies. I do see you like with a sword sometimes, so you're fighting this reality. I mean, because you have to. But there's a part of you that is like you carry a sword with you, you pull it out if you have to. Let's put it that way. It's like you're so tough too. You might be feminine and look like you're cool, but when going gets tough, you're ready to fight. Let's put it that way.
Wow, that's interesting you say that, because I was thinking about like having like a costume like for Halloween, having kind of someone who's like a warrior with
there you go.
my boyfriend. So that's interesting you say
Yeah,
that.
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be show something aside of you that others are not used to seeing.
Yes.
Yeah. Go for it.
Well, thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Brandon's questions. His first question, he says, "Hello and greetings. Do you have any messages for me? Thank you."
Just continue the manifesting energies and just it seems like you're getting through your work situation decently. Yes, you probably like better pay and a better situation. But overall, this is like an internal struggle. Things will turn around over time where you have more freedom, but right now you're just going through a slow growth currently where you are now. So just, that does help you connect with your galactics. Helps you become more spiritual, as you know. Manifesting, so like sometimes you can manifest things pretty quickly depending on what it is.
Okay, thank you. Second question. Are there any messages for or regarding my connection to Shamima?
That was somebody known in previous lifetimes, somebody that you trusted a great deal, feels like you're still rebuilding that trust, because it feels like you've been separated from this person for quite some time. And so now you're connected to this energy too, and it's helping you learn about yourself also.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got Austin.
Hello, blessings.
Yes, greetings.
I was wondering if you can bring in any information on a race of beings called from the Palladian Sainthood called the Sanat Kumara.
Usually they keep to themselves. Sometimes they do have kind of a cult energy, a cult following. Not that they're trying to deplete themselves as that, but they can be seen as that way. They do wear robes every now and then. They just basically, it feels like there's a brotherhood there where they just connect to each other's frequency. But it is kind of like a club, you can say. But some might see them as a cult, but they're not, from what I can pick up. So, blessings.
Thank you. And could you bring in any information on people found a large satellite? They've called it the Black Knight satellite. That's orbiting Earth.
There's some Russian energies connected to that. There is some secrets that are on that satellite. I don't believe that has been achieved or retrieved. So it's dormant. I believe they're trying to get it back, but they're not having much luck with that currently. It feels like a spy satellite from what I'm gathering. At least that's what I'm seeing.
Thank you. That blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Christie.
Greetings, Seraphim.
Greetings.
So I had a question about, I was wanting to ask the Eagles if I have a connection with them and maybe something with the occult or magic or something like that.
Well, the eagle, has been seen as a cult symbol, of course, even with the United States, with the bald eagle frequency. But you've been an eagle being in your past life, as you probably remember. And it's, I feel like there's a proud lifetime of yours. You're very powerful as a sixth dimension, probably higher than that, but it feels like a sixth dimension. I know you just had a lot of confident energy. It's almost like you're a warrior. You just didn't let anybody mess with you. Not that you're out to attack anybody, but you're just like, if you had to go to war, you'll be ready, but you're just tough.
Yeah.
But it is a lifetime you feel very proud of, from what I can pick up on.
Yeah, I felt that.
Yeah. So.
I felt the strength in flying. That's the air element that I feel connected to.
Well, it's like you can see everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For the most part. If something you need to know, you'll find out. It's kind of like a hacker, but you would go into the reality and find out what you need to know.
Yeah. I can see the paint colors like on it too. It's like a warrior maybe symbol in that way.
Yeah, I feel a lot of, when we connect that light, I see a lot of yellow.
Yellow? Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one for you to dive more into, just drawing birds.
Yeah.
Eagles,
I need
hawks,
to practice. I'll do that then.
Yeah. And
Drawing.
however you want to, they would definitely like that. They do have connections to the mantis.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Okay, so my second question, I had a dream the other night about I was searching for my mate, and I guess we had a baby, and I found her in like a river, and it was like an alien or lightning bug or something like that. So when I found her though, both of our lights lit up, all three of our lights lit up, and we swam off. So can you see kind of any more information on that, or any story to that?
Yeah, it feels like a gray hybrid though.
Oh.
I see some gray energy there.
Oh.
It was just a being that can do magical. It is magical.
Oh, nice.
And I think sometimes you're just trying to protect it from being seen. It's kind of like how you were when you were a kid.
Yeah.
I feel like you're concealing its energy because it can be overwhelming for others.
Yeah.
So it didn't know what it was doing either. So it was trying to get into everything and all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool then. So just kind of trying to, I guess, yeah, I can see that too. And then we swam away and we all lit up. So I guess that was safer when we were leaving, you know?
Yeah. Well, it felt like it flew over to where it was. That's where you found it.
Oh, okay. Nice. I'll connect with that some more then.
Yeah,
Thank
just
you.
it had teleporting ability. It just figure out his powers from what I can see always.
Maybe that's what the orbs are visiting too, because I've been having a lot of orbs caught on camera in the living room. Some of those too.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Marvin. Marvin, you there? And hopefully he makes it back because we're nearing the end of the list tonight. So we'll move on to Ryan.
Greetings, how are you, Seraphim?
Yes, rings.
Can you scan my body and check the status of the implant in my head? I talked about it last week, and just I want to make sure, because there are Seraphim that come around me or help and heal that, but they're still there, and I just want to see if you can check the status of that and see when you can see that being removed completely, because these Anunnaki use it as a form of control. And you might be familiar with my situation. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Well,
What do you
so it's
see?
still, I mean, it feels like it's halfway removed, but it hasn't been full. It's
right,
or maybe it's more 3/4 or something like that.
Okay, that's what it feels like. It's still there, but I just wanted to see much longer do you think it'll be there for? Do you see?
I mean, it's
Hard to
possible a
say.
month or two.
Okay.
It's not completely clear. It's hard to put a
Yeah.
date on that one.
Well, if you feel like you can offer any healing energies and help, I would gladly accept your help.
Yes, of course. Yes, healings.
And do you have any specific messages for me in terms of the beings around me? I mean, I've been at war with them since forever. Is there any peace we'll have, or are they gonna leave, peacefully any chance, or what is it going to be like? Because this is really happening for way too long in my life.
Oh yeah,
these
they'll.
beings.
I mean, they will separate eventually. It does seem like astrally, you do remove it, but then it goes back.
Yeah, they keep coming back. Well, they keep implanting me.
Yeah, because you remove it yourself actually, but that's astral. I mean, you
Yeah.
have help, of course, too.
There was one reptilian being over the weekend named Spiricos who told me that this implants is a secret technology, and then I agreed to some of this as being an experiment. Is there any truth to any of that?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there's a reality where that is true, but you in this reality, I don't think would anything to do with that.
No, I would never agree to this. I would never
No.
agree to this.
No,
and
you're
you-
trying to put an expiration on this, as you know, and you keep
Right.
putting expirations on it, and they keep erasing it.
Yeah, so it's like tit for tat here. It's like never going to end here. It feels like,
It will. They're draining their energy a lot themselves.
Yeah, and God is also involved and promised, that it won't get to a point where I will lose myself. So that's why he empowered the Seraphim to help me.
That's correct.
All right. Anything else? You have any final messages in terms of my spiritual development?
Your mental health obviously is the number one.
Yes.
So just do what you can for your mind. Just rest your mind. Obviously, it's difficult. It feels like you're running a marathon all the time.
Right. Exactly.
So it's like you're running in circles for a very long time. So,
all right,
just do what you can to.
All right. Please send me some healing energies. Thank you so
course.
much. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, blessings. All right. Up next we've got April. And April is not there. Let's try Marvin once again. This is kind of tricky because that just leaves me.
Yes, go for it. Yes, please.
All right. Well, thank you again for coming in. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of interference, since this channeling started, and even before that, I've been pulling a lot of my connections and attachments back to reclaim my power. And I feel like a lot of beings are kind of irritated about that, and they're, infiltrating my life. Specifically, like when I get readings online, when I get tarot cards or stuff like that, I do pick a card or something just to test my intuition. And it seems like the same kind of energies are hijacking my readings as twin flame energy. Can you tell me, is that a manipulation, or is that it feels like
there's several beings doing that. I believe that's where you're having the blinking lights and all of that, because you're getting more of an understanding that it seems to be where you're living currently, at least 5 of them at least.
Wow.
The lower dimensional, like Archon beings, you can say. Tricksters.
Do they have any purpose other than testing me, or do they have a message for me?
Watch, clear them out. I wouldn't ask for a message from those guys. The only thing a message is like they want you under their control.
Okay, yeah, because
So,
every thing has, every lesson has a message to it.
But just keep fleshing them out, keep clearing them out. So you can do the tarot reading again, but do a massive. Even doing clearings. But clear out. I feel like there's 5 beings. You clear them out, you'll see a difference. And you can do a tarot reading too to make sure. It's kind of like the tarot reading. It's kind of like a test to see if they're
Right.
gone.
Interesting. Yeah, that's like a litmus test right there.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, I'll sit with that later. See if I get anything that pops into my intuition in regards to that connection with these beings.
Yes.
My second question, I just leave it open. Is there anything for my highest good right now that wants to be known?
You are connecting more to the higher dimensions of almost like feeling like, obviously you're not always getting the clear message of why you're even in this incarnation.
No, not at all.
So there does, and you like that. See, that's another reason you want to be known more clarity of it. And I believe that's what you're working on astrally. And that's why these beings are messing around with you. Say, hey, focus on your twin flame. Don't focus on knowing yourself.
Right. And it feels like if I knew more about myself, they would know more about myself too, because I feel like I'm constantly being scanned and analyzed.
Well, but they kind of already know about you already.
Okay.
So I wouldn't worry about that.
So there's no point in me not knowing? Or
no, you keep knowing. Yes. Go for
it. Yeah, it just feels like for security purposes, I was keeping it a secret for myself. But yes. All right, well, thank you for that. Seems like Marvin just got back in, so we'll go to Marvin.
Yes, please.
Greetings. For my first question, I would like to know on the 9th, when our clock stopped at 3:41. On the second hand, 51. What was that? And I had a nosebleed early this morning. Is there a correlation? I just would like to know because we just put a battery in there the day before it, and it's all of a sudden stopped on that time.
Oh, just alien beings are there. That's all. They're not really saying anything. They're just showing that you're making a I believe there's a Pleiadian frequency there. That's all.
So that included the nosebleed this morning in my right nostril?
No, that was somebody else. That's more reptilian energy there. That has nothing. Yeah, your contact's getting stronger. But the Pleiadians do not do that.
That wasn't that negative, was it? With the nosebleed, was it? Because it was unaware.
It feels like it was.
Okay. For my second question, Tuesday, when these storm clouds was coming through the Midwest and stuff, I just want to know if it was any type mentions because these clouds was like elongated, and it was like one after another. It looked abnormal to me. I put it like this: it looked abnormal. So was this almost like a fleet, like a showdown fleet moving to position and stuff?
Yeah, there's like a bit of a war going on over there. Yes. But there's an Arcturian war. There's some Yael beings that are there. Yeah, some just beings that are just trying to cause people to be more stressed out, things like that. So.
Okay, so was they aware of me acknowledging them?
Yeah, to a certain level, but they're kind of dealing with their little skirmish going on there.
Okay.
So
blessings.
Good, thank you. April's got back. Do you have enough time to help her with her question?
Yeah, quickly, please. Yes.
Right. Thank you.
Greetings. Thank you. Are there any messages for me right now?
No, 1 moment. Just some Martian energies that you're clearing at this time, and there's still a lot of soul exploring that you're doing currently. So there's still a lot that you're still uncovering about your own lineage, as you know.
Yep. Thank you for that. And then any messages about my squirrel, my pet squirrel? He's here with me right now.
So he just tells you jokes. I mean, of course, you're like the mother squirrel. So, but yeah, it feels like he just becomes a baby a lot of times.
Yeah, he's getting really brave. He's all over the house, following me around everywhere.
Yeah, he doesn't want to grow up. He just wants to be a kid. It's almost like Peter Pan.
He's like a little dog.
Yeah.
Just wondered if he had anything to say for himself.
No, he just likes running around. He just likes to get in everything. I mean, he likes connecting to your energy because it helps him. I mean, it gives him energy to follow you around. So
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't really have any messages.
All right. Yeah. He's running around me like a treat right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Yeah, blessings. Thank you again, sir, from angels. Much
Of
love.
course. Sending energies. All right, blessings.
Oh, thank you, Ivan. I tried to be as quick